to ensure that this opportunity reaches every corner of the country.
Federal government targets 20,000 jobs annually for graduates.
We have decided to give the federal government 4 weeks to conclude all negotiations.
NLC Larry's Education Unions sets a 4-week deadline to resolve tertiary institutions disputes. Nigeria Customs unveils new verification management system to boost revenue and improve security. And welcome to the late evening news at 11 on NTA News 24, reaching you live from Abuja. I am Nolin Ebel Ame, and here is the news. Frivolous appeals, alleged intimidation of judges, and judgments delivered on grounds of technicalities are some of the challenges impeding the war against corruption in Nigeria. President Tinubu, represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima, stated this while declaring open the 7th Economic and Financial Crimes Commission and the National Judicial Institute Capacity Building Workshop for Judicial Officers. Correspondent Abdurrahman Jibrila reports.
This annual event, 7th in the series, is a meeting of 2 reliable partners expected to exchange ideas to ensure the prevention of corruption and administration of justice to build public trust in governance with the theme enhancing justice in the fight against economic and financial crimes.
The Commission is disturbed by the trend in which some judges of state high courts issue orders to apprehend the powers of the Commission to investigate money laundering cases, even though it is clearly established that those matters are outside their purview. More worrisome is the fact that most of those decisions are made ex parte. Even where the Commission appeals, there are no restraints in making contempt decisions against it.
We must remain proactive and adapting, ensuring that the law continues to keep pace with the innovations that criminals exploit. The judiciary remains the last line of defense against impunity. The fight against economic and financial crimes cannot succeed if the judiciary falters. Each ruling, each judgment carries implications that extend far beyond the courtroom. They either strengthen or weaken the people's faith in the capacity of the law to hold all persons accountable, regardless of status, power, or privilege. Fighting corruption requires political will and the 3 arms of government to create strong fiscal institutions that will promote integrity and accountability for economic growth.
As an administration, we have prioritized public accountability by strengthening the anti-corruption agencies and according them the needed independence to execute their statutory mandates. This enabling environment is evident in the impact that has been made in the last 2 years. The EFCC, for example, has recorded over 7,000 convictions in the first 2 years of the present administration and recovered assets in excess of 500 billion naira. Recovered proceeds of crime by the agency are being brought back into the economy to fund critical social investment programs, including the students' loan and consumer credit schemes.
The war against corruption demands a trinity of virtue: an independent judiciary, a disciplined enforcement community, and a vigilant citizenry. Where these 3 stand united, no portraits of corruption can stand.
At the end of this engagement, issues of misuse of security votes, justice administration, and other collective actions in winning the war against economic and financial crimes in Nigeria is expected to be addressed. In Abuja, Abdurrahman Jibrila, NTA News.
Abdurrahman Jibrila also reports that the federal government is targeting the creation of at least 20,000 jobs annually through the launch of the second phase of the Nigeria Jubilee Fellows Program, aimed at connecting high potential graduates with real-world work experience, training and mentorship. Vice President Kashim Shettima, ahead of the flag-off, inaugurated the project steering committee of the NJFP 2.0 with a charge to members to make sure the program is inclusive.
A high-level policy dialogue on job creation with the theme From Skills to Job and Enterprises, driving youth employment and entrepreneurship in key economic sectors. The Nigeria Jubilee Fellows Program, a flagship initiative of the federal government being coordinated by the Office of the Vice President, is implemented by the United Nations Development Program and funded by the European Union.
In scaling NJFP 2.0, inclusivity must remain at the heart of our design. And our young people are not a homogeneous group. They live in different realities across regions, genders, and social backgrounds. We must ensure that this opportunity reaches every corner of the country.
And we believe very much in the power of this program to transform the lives of young Nigerians, and we want to see it grow. And Your Excellency, we look very much to your continued support in the actualization of the full mandate of the project.
Launched in 2022 to bridge the gap between skills, jobs, and enterprise, the program has already empowered over 14,000 young Nigerians through the 12-month paid fellowships that build experience, confidence, and lasting career opportunities.
It shows that this administration is not only focused on policy, it's focused on impact. Through NJFP 2.0, we are demonstrating how government-led programs can translate into real opportunities for decent work and enterprise creation for young Nigerians.
The Nigeria Jubilee Fellows Program is one of the several opportunities created by the government of President Tinubu to turn skills into jobs, ideas into enterprises, and hope into results. From the State House, Abdurrahman Jibrila, NTA News.
In other news, renewed efforts to end lingering industrial disputes across Nigeria's tertiary institutions, the Nigeria Labour Congress has met with all its affiliate unions in the education sector to dialogue table. At the meeting in Abuja, NLC President Comrade Joseph Ajero says a comprehensive framework has been developed to guide ongoing discussions and ensure lasting resolutions within 4 weeks. Joseph Osen reports.
Almost every tertiary education union in Nigeria is currently entangled in one form of industrial dispute or another, many of them long-standing, either with their parent institutions or with the government, over better working conditions. The Nigerian Labour Congress believes the time has come for these unions to speak with one voice, harmonize their demands to strengthen negotiations and fast-track resolutions.
We have agreed to set up a coordinated team and then ensure that we embark on national campaign henceforth. But to conclude it, we have decided to give the federal government 4 weeks to conclude all negotiation in this sector.
We'll meet in 4 weeks as NLC. All the organs will be called, and they will take reports from us, as well as other unions that are currently or about to start discussions with government. They will take report from us, and then a decision will be taken ultimately. So that's how I think it's going to go. I cannot say at the end of this week, because our warning strike ends this week. I can't say at the end of this week we are not going to take any action or we're going to take an action.
We are ready to continue to submit ourselves to the superiority of collective bargaining.
Either government or trade unions, we must come to negotiation on same level, same platform.
With the NLC now stepping in as the chief mediator, all agreements reached during these engagements will be binding on every union involved, ensuring a more coordinated approach to resolving crises in the nation's tertiary institutions. In Abuja, Joseph Utsen, NTA News.
In the meantime, the National Universities Commission has formally recognized the University of Innovation, Science and Technology, Omuma, Imo State. Dennis Adegunloye reports that Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma cut a fulfilled figure at the ceremony where he expressed gratitude to the NUC for giving youth in the state an opportunity to develop their ICT and entrepreneurship skills.
Imo State, with its rich and evolving higher education landscape, before now had 7 notable universities that drive academic excellence, research and community development. With this formal recognition of the University of Innovation, Science and Technology, Omuma, Imo State, there is high expectation from the Executive Secretary of the National Universities Commission, Professor Abdullahi Yusufu Ribadu, that this standard is sustained and even surpassed as the world becomes increasingly technology-driven.
It is indeed our shared responsibility to ensure that this university becomes not just another addition to the list of universities, but a true center of learning, character building and societal transformation.
A very big honor for me, the opportunity to show gratitude.
For Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma, this is a prayer answered given the keen interest of youth in the state and in general to be properly educated so as to contribute meaningfully to the growth of the nation's economy.
In this school, digital school, innovation, you will graduate in a particular discipline. Maybe cyber security, maybe web design, maybe digital online marketing. And the meaning of that is that you don't have to begin to carry a bag to everywhere looking for who will employ you. As soon as you are graduating, you are fit to go, to be in position to now begin to employ people. So and that is the kind of thing we need now, to create entrepreneurs, to create startups, to develop technologies, patent some of them, and generate money from things like that. I think it is very, very necessary. It is a necessity.
There was a call for all stakeholders, including government officials, university administrators, staff and students, to work together to ensure that the institution flourishes and upholds the highest standards of academic integrity. In Abuja, Dennis Adegunloye, NTA News.
More rural communities in Kogi State will soon enjoy electricity power supply as Governor Usman Ododo flags off the distribution and installation of 30 units of 500 kVA transformers across the state. The governor says the move is to electrify communities, stimulate the economic growth, and increase productivity in the rural areas.
Sales of that day and go for prayers with nobody standing to look at them.
Elsewhere, the federal government has officially launched the Customs Verification Management System, CVMS, a cutting-edge digital platform designed to transform vehicle verification processes within the Nigeria Customs Service and across the country. Speaking at the unveiling event in Abuja, Comptroller General of Customs Bashir Adeni explains that the initiative aligns with the government's broader agenda for digital transformation in public service, aiming to enhance the security, credibility, and efficiency of customs operations. This initiative highlights the government's commitment to leveraging technology to boost revenue generation, enforce compliance, and strengthen national security through efficient, variable, and customs operations.
Nigerians can verify the clearance and duty status of any imported vehicle directly from the Nigeria Customs Service, without intermediaries, without delays, and without doubt. This gives citizens, importers, and dealers the confidence to transact with clarity and certainty, reducing the risk of fraud and ensuring that every vehicle purchased is backed by verifiable customs data and papers.
The custom verification management system has been developed as a robust digital solution to ensure authenticity of clearance processes and promote integrity and transparency.
This platform also puts the fear of God into unscrupulous people, because now you know that by the time I'm coming to pick up my car from the agent, I can know there and then that this car was cleared by Nigerian Customs Service or not.
Now they said that
You are still watching the news at 11 on NTA News 24. Let's take a short break.
And the National Productivity Order of Merit Award goes to the only tomato paste manufacturer to win the National Productivity Order of Merit Award by the Federal Government of Nigeria, endorsed by the Association of Private Medical Practitioners of Nigeria. This is an evidence of 100% natural goodness, great quality, and great taste. So eat healthy to live longer. Use Arisco tomato paste and products. 100% natural tomato. Better food na correct.
Buy now and enjoy up to 20% discount.
Arisco tomato paste, the taste of Nigeria.
Feel the power of precision, engineered to perfection. Every component is crafted with care, and each design is meticulously tested. From concept to creation, our engineers push the boundaries of technology, seamlessly blending performance and sustainability with a deep commitment to African ingenuity. Introducing the CNG Boss, a remarkable achievement in engineering designed to operate on compressed natural gas, a cleaner and more sustainable fuel alternative. At Innocent Vehicles, we proudly lead the way in creating greener mobility across Africa. And it doesn't stop there. From SUVs to sedans, spacious buses to electric cars, Innocent offers a wide range of models designed to meet every need. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African road.
Thank you for being there. I'm talking safety now. The Corps Marshal of the Federal Road Safety Corps, Shehu Mohammed, has revealed that more than 206,000 driver's licenses are still lying uncollected across the country. He's calling on Nigerians who have completed the process to stop waiting for a miracle and head straight to their collection centers to pick them up. He made this announcement during the flag-off of the 2025 Ember Month campaign in Abuja. Oyeyemi Ajayi has details.
For months, the frustration of Nigerians waiting endlessly for their driver's licenses has been a regular topic in the airwaves. Many have complained of repeated visits to collection centers without success, but at last, there's light at the end of the tunnel. The Federal Safety Corps says the wait is finally coming to an end. The Corps has resumed full-scale printing of the backlog of licenses, while also processing new ones for those yet to verify their details. At the printing facility, it's all hands on deck, from the quality control unit to the index units. So far, 400,000 licenses have been printed out of the 800,000 backlog nationwide. The Corps is confident that within the next 2 weeks, the entire backlog will be cleared.
We have activated plans to overcome perennial challenges associated with delays in obtaining the driver's license and number plates. Our printing facility has been upgraded to print an average of 15,000 driver's licenses daily. This production average will be increased to clear the backlog before the second week of November 2025.
During the 2025 Ember Month campaign launch, themed Take Responsibility for Your Safety, Stop Distracted Driving, the FRC rolled out statistics. Between 15th December 2024 and 15th January 2025, 432 lives were lost and 2,070 people injured in 533 road crashes. Between January and September 2025, 3,433 deaths and 22,162 injuries were recorded in 6,858 crashes across the country.
And this represents a decrease in fatalities and injuries against the corresponding period in 2024, and hope that the trajectory will continue to decline to achieve the road traffic reduction for the year 2025. The records also show that the major causes of those crashes were linked to driver fatigue, overloading of persons, conveyance of persons in haulage vehicles, that is mixed loading, and traveling with fuel in plastic containers.
The Corps also announced it will soon launch the enhanced contact-lens digitized driver's license process, which will eradicate temporary driver's license to make collection of the document immediately after data capturing on the same day. Oyeyemi Ajayi, NTA News.
On politics, the National Working Committee of the PDP has refuted the claim of signature forgery alleged by the party's National Secretary, Senator Samuel Anyanwu. This was at a media briefing by the party's leadership in Abuja. Timothy Yusuf reports that the governor of Osun State, Senator Ademola Adeleke, in another development says the crisis rocking the PDP is a family affair that will be resolved soon.
Flanked by some members of the PDP National Working Committee at the party's National Secretariat in Abuja, this media briefing by the PDP spokesperson, Debo Logoagba, is in reaction to the party's National Secretary, Samuel Anyanwu's claim that his signature was forged in the letters sent to INEC informing it of the date, time and venue for the November 15 and 16 elective National Convention in Ibadan, Oyo State. PDP maintains that the National Secretary signed the letters.
In furtherance of these powers, started work as Subcommittee Secretary of the Contact and Mobilization Committee of the Convention, which he participated in setting up and processing. Now, to show that he started working on that, there's a budget presented by him under his signature. So at what point does that become a forged document?
Senator Samuel Anyanwu had submitted a petition to the Department of State Services and the Inspector General of Police, alleging that his signature was forged. In the meantime, Governor of Osun State, Senator Ademola Adeleke, believes that the gale of defection hitting the PDP is of no consequence to the party's strength.
So everybody has the right to decide what they want. They have their own reason, they have their own mind. You know, other you may not believe it. There's a lot of people from other parties that are defected too. And nobody knows what will happen tomorrow. So everybody has their own right to do what they want to do.
He enjoined party members to keep faith alive in the ideals of the PDP. Timothy Yusuf, NTA News.
Nigeria and Algeria have affirmed to work together to strengthen democracy on the continent of Africa through parliamentary exchanges beneficial to both nations. Speaker of the House of Representatives, Abbas Tajuddin, has signed a memorandum of understanding to this effect with the Speaker, National Assembly of the People's Democratic Republic of Algeria, Brahim Boghali, during a working visit to the North African country. The MOU seeks to strengthen the rule of law in both countries through shared experiences and establish a Nigeria-Algeria Joint Parliamentary Committee guided by the principles and rules of international law, as well as the Charter and principles of the African Union. Both parliaments pledged to undertake joint initiatives on issues of common interest in the meetings of regional and international parliamentary bodies, particularly the Pan-African Parliament, the African Parliamentary Union, and the Inter-Parliamentary Union. In other news, the Petroleum Training Institute, PTI, is taking bold steps to reduce emissions and optimize Nigeria's hydrocarbon resources. Principal and Chief Executive Officer Samuel Onoji told journalists in Abuja that through deliberate proactive training programs, PTI is equipping engineers and technicians with cutting-edge knowledge in innovation technologies focused on environmental sustainability.
Hydrocarbon utilization to support Nigeria's energy transition goals.
The Petroleum Training Institute has a drilling rig, well-functioning drilling rig that we use to train experts, to train people in oil and drilling technology. We are also doing that. And presently we have Dream 6000, kind of simulation equipment that we use to train people on how to carry out drilling operations.
What we are discussing at this conference is that, yes, we are not abandoning our fuels, but we're looking at how do we explore our hydrocarbons in a sustainable manner so that the environment is not endangered at the end of the day.
They emphasized the need for stakeholder engagement on this initiative, which aligns with the country's commitment to reducing its carbon footprint while maximizing economic benefits from oil and gas. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
And that concludes the news at 11 on NTA News 24. Thank you so much for watching. I am Nolin Ebel Ame. Bye for now.